I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is amaraslogic. Got a new video for you today. We talking about what happened this past weekend in boxing between Devin Haney and Vasiliy Loamachenko for the undisputed lightweight title. There's been a lot of back and forth on the internet saying that this was a robbery, blah, blah, blah. I just wanted to give my input. This won't take long. Those who know me know that I love boxing as well. Not just, NBA, not just football, but I definitely am very in tune to boxing. And I watched this fight twice, which is why I wasn't rushing to kind of put something out to for views or whatnot. I wanted to give my honest opinion after seeing what people have said and watching the fight again. I don't feel that the win for Haney was per se a robbery. What I will say is that we have to hold people accountable for their actions. Let's not talk about the scoring. Let's not talk about any of that right now. Let's talk about what Vasiliy Loamachenko should have done in order uh, to impact the fight enough where he should have got the win. We have to hold Vasiliy Lomachenko accountable first. He's the one that had the slow start. He is the one that allowed Haney to get cooking early, allowed Haney to control the fight with body shots. Haney won out of the first 6 rounds. I would say 4-1, 5-1, or 4-2. It really should have been like 5-1 if you were 5-1 to 4-2. Some of those rounds were close. It was a toss-up, but I would probably be leaning towards Devin Haney controlling the first half of the fight. So he's just stockpiling rounds where Vasiliy Lomachenko isn't doing much. This is the same thing he did it in the Teofimo Lopez fight. All this crying, oh, he should have won. Why was he not doing more in the first half of the fight? You just saw that this strategy didn't work against Teofimo Lopez, where you try to sit back the first half and I guess analyze and get his Mayweather on in order to try to turn it up late and kind of steal the fight in the championship rounds. The mistake that Vasiliy Lomachenko has made in this fight is he was fighting as if he was the champion. You are the contender. I don't care about the punch stats and all that. I get it. But what I'm saying is you have to beat the champ. It has to be without a shadow of a doubt. And he did not do that. You left too many rounds up in the air for this fight to say that you won this fight hands down and it's a robbery. I see the Nellies, I see the Boosies and all of them talking. We got to take what they're saying with a grain of salt because, again, they are entertainers. They are paid for us to entertain the people. And I feel like this is just another reason for them to get buzz or get a little notoriety on their name, catching fire off of what's happening in this fight. Do I think that they might believe that? Maybe to some extent. But to call this a robbery is absolutely atrocious to say on multiple levels. And I see people saying 8-4, Loma is crazy. Loma did nothing the first half of the fight. If you want to say Loma had the most decisive rounds later on, where Devin Haney kind of started to run out of gas and he might have hurt Haney, that's fine. But that's 3 to 4 rounds. And then you give him 1 or 2 early rounds, that's still not enough to win this fight. Now, if you want to come at me and say that this should have been a draw, I felt like that is the worst case scenario. If you're not leaning towards Devin, a draw is the only other option. You can't tell me that Lomachenko won this fight hands down. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But I know what people are doing. They're playing with the numbers just like they do with LeBron and basketball. It's always about the stats, but it's deeper than the stats. If you're watching, Devin Haney controlled most of this fight. Did he let his foot off the gas the last half, the 9th, 10th, and 11th round? Absolutely he did. He definitely left, and he lost those rounds fairly decisively. But where Lomachenko messed up at, he needed to close out that 12th round, and he didn't. He didn't close the 12th. Devin Haney won that, and that's pretty much, to me, what won him the fight. Period. We're not going to go all this back and forth. Yeah, you want to see the stats, and you want to feel good about the stats, that's cool. So we can do that real quick. So these are the stats, and the stats are definitely leaning towards Lomachenko. But what we have to consider is Loma was extremely aggressive and active those last, the 9th, 10th, and 11th round. So it skewed these stats. That does not impact what Devin Haney did in the first half of the fight. Devin Haney did not lose this fight. Worst case scenario, it's a draw. He is the champion. You have to beat the champion. Lomachenko left too many early rounds on the table to win this fight, period. I'm flabbergasted by the outrage of Devin Haney winning. And especially some of the people coming out is crazy. I really think a lot of the responses are for views or clickbait or just to get some traction on their name. Because if you watch this fight, you can't tell me that Devin Haney lost this fight. And that's what I want you to tell me. Tell me how Devin Haney lost this fight if you can only say that he lost 4 rounds. 5 max. Were scorecards skewed and they weren't as accurate? Agreed they weren't accurate. This fight was either you go Haney or a draw. But Lomachenko did not do enough in this fight to win undisputed. He didn't. You guys are just bypassing the whole first half of the fight where he was not doing much, if anything. This was the same blueprint in the Teofimo Lopez fight, and he lost that one and he lost this one doing the same thing. Lomachenko, if you see this, sir, you got to get cooking early. You can't wait till the championship round to try to get cooking and try to steal the fight. That's not going to work. Haney bagged too many early rounds, plus bagged that 12th, and that 12th round where you needed to step up after you had him hurt sealed your fate, Vasiliy Loamachenko. Y'all want to talk about it? Let's talk about it in the comment section. But this fight is not a robbery on any level. Devin Haney did no worse than a draw, and I would have leaned towards him for a win, period. Now, if I was Devin Haney, what I would say is I would probably run this back. I couldn't have people talking about me like this. They definitely need to run this back so he can show the world that he actually is the undisputed and is better than Vasiliy Loamachenko and didn't get a gift from the officiating. Does Cheatham and all these people need to be investigated? Absolutely. But I can't say the result was wrong. You let me know what you think in the comment section because the outrage is just ridiculous in my opinion. No robbery at all. Devin Haney won no less than a draw, period. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. We're just talking about what happened between Devin Haney versus Vasiliy Loamachenko this past Saturday night for the lightweight undisputed title. Comment, like, subscribe, share this content. Go on.